I need you to be brave. A man will come and take you away.
Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is Shaving Lenny, this is Barbershop, and this is one of the best missions on the game, this and the one we've just done, because they are both Hitman levels, and this game is at its most fun and its finest when it's giving you Hitman levels. There is also a faster way of doing what I'm about to do in this video that I've later discovered. If you come over there and you mess with the power, you can actually electrocute a guy. It does work, it works a treat, and it will kill him while you're in the house. I didn't do that though on this playthrough. I'm going to be showing you a way that you can affect the barbecue and various other methods. But if you follow this video you will get the Silent Assassin, and this level is not one of the more challenging ones purely because it works. It works like all Hitman games should work, and unfortunately there are not enough levels that work as well as this one does. This one do. But pacify the sheriff, drag him in here, take his clothes and then dump him in the cupboard. What we're going to be doing, for anybody who's played before and you're curious to what the strategy is, I am going to be getting rid of the guy downstairs. I am going to be putting the lighter fuel into the hands of a capable person who's then going to kill himself with it, and I'm going to dress up as a barber so that I can knock out Lenny and kidnap him the quickest. When you're walking down here, make sure that police officer is taking his shot with the pool cue. If you don't, he can see you quite fast, so you want to be super careful. If you come down here fast enough, you'll get this guy walking towards the door. Put your fibre wire on, wait until you're in cover, and then garrote him. There is a bin over here to chuck him in, luckily enough. So there's his first kill. Flawless in every way. Gets us a nice 30k worth of points. And then that's the lighter fluid. Pick that up. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to go back the way we came, because I do not like walking across this courtyard. You can use blend, but you'll notice that so far I've not really been doing much blending. And there's a good reason for that, guys. I don't like the mechanic. It's useful, but it's not useful enough on this difficulty. And if you keep relying on it, you're going to get spotted and you're going to have trouble. So one of the motivations of this game was to try and use it as little as possible to help as many people who perhaps don't have the instinct to blend. So be careful here. There is one guy looking at you when you come through here. Do you see him just then? And then this is really strange. I have never seen anybody spot me when I've been down here, and I think it's a guy who came in from the doorway behind me. So watch this. Somebody gets real suspicious of me, and I'm not sure why. So just be really careful there, guys. And now that we've put that down there, that means that we've effectively killed the other target. So you need to come into this room. There's a police officer sat in this room who's going to fuck up pretty much all my progress so far. So what I do is I throw the bottle, distract him, pacify him, and then drag him into the cupboard we just passed. And for some people this guy will not be here. I'm not entirely sure how you get the scripting to work so that he's not here, but this game is very strange. Your actions throughout the world can change where people are, and for a lot of people that might sound like a fantastic idea and, you know, like the future of gaming, but it's actually not. It's really broken. There's a level coming up later on where I go through this level super quickly because I know the best path through it. I can do it in about a minute, and every time I got to the end there was a dude stood in front of the door that saw through my disguise and failed it for me every time. I did the same level, ran the complete opposite direction to where it wanted me to go, twisted a pipe, came back, did the standard thing, and the guy had gone. And it's not because I waited for him to leave or anything, because I actually sat in a vent for about 20 minutes and he stood there being a dickhead. So the game is strange, folks, and if somebody keeps screwing you up, just try something different and hopefully they'll move. But what I'm doing here is I'm checking my handiwork to make sure that when the guy comes back, he's putting the lighter fluid on the stove there so that he can kill the barbecuing guy. And what this does is the game doesn't need you to watch it for it to count. It can be happening away from where you are, but as soon as he puts this on here, that tells me that I have, you know, like a minute until he dies, so I can make my way all the way back to the barbershop. I can put on the barber outfit, and then I can try and get Lenny's attention. Because what will happen is when you're dressed up as the barber, Lenny will then immediately, once he sees you, go in here to get his haircut. And apparently there is a barber that can see through your disguise, but I've never seen him. I've never bumped into him either. So this disguise is probably the best in the level, because nobody gives you any hard problems except for that one guy who hasn't really seen me just yet. But you'll notice there goes the barbecue, there goes the Silent Assassin ranking. We've now got a tasty 135k. And if you look on the TV, that is the Sheriff Skirky from Skirky's Law, who's getting, you know, a bit of S&M from that big-titted stripper with the tattoos, or the crazy nipples. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. But you'll notice outside, I don't think any of these guys can see through my disguise, so I walk so that I can show Lenny. Lenny sees me, it cues his dialogue, he starts walking away, and if you had full volume, he'd be saying his extremely stuttery line of, you know, always listen to a barber, or whatever he says, and then we can go backtrack, and cut his hair. Or his throat, which it looks like you're going to do, but he doesn't. And there's other ways to pacify Lenny, as you'll probably no doubt know. You can put sleeping pills in the pizza, but then you have to drag the body, and that is awkward as shit. There's a multitude of ways of tackling these levels, and I can't wait to do them all, because there's challenges associated. It's a really fun game, guys, it really is. And now that IO's looking into patching the only part of it I dislike, come post-patch, this could be one of the best Hitman games ever made, and I'm really stoked for that. But here comes Lenny. He takes his time, toad limp dick, but once he's in the chair, it'll give you the prompt. If you've neutralised both your targets, when you do the prompt, it'll show a cutscene, and then it'll skip to the end of the mission.
You know your place.
But if Lenny's anywhere else, you'll have to bring him down here. And for instance, the first time I tried, the police officer saw us as I dragged him down the stairs, and I failed, so that fucked it up. Like, you've got to be ever so careful on some of these missions, but that is the end. Here is the start screen. Gotta say, I wish you could do this on every level, because those numbers look fantastic, and I can't quite wait to get some serious high scores when I do exactly what you just saw, but I also do all the challenges. So thanks for watching, and you take care now.